What's going on today, boys and girls, young and old, and whoever else plays the beautiful game of Lords Mobile? My name is Zan, as you can see, Zan is this. I just want to clarify something that crossed my mind. I recorded 2 days ago, and then yesterday as I was sweltering in the heat down in Houston, Texas, the reason why I didn't record is it was 99 degrees outside, and I need to shut the truck off in order to do that. Otherwise you have loud noises. So as I was sitting there mulling over YouTube and all that fun stuff, I realized there's a rapper called Little Zan or some shit. No, I did not take my name from him. I think he's like 12 or some crap. I'm not trying to bash the guy. I don't know any of his music. I don't listen to rap. So if you're watching this, don't get pissy, please. I just know that I've had this name for 15 years, ever since I started doing gaming or online gaming. So I've always called myself Zan. Anyway, what we have going on today. I want to talk to you guys about some things that happened yesterday. As I stated yesterday, the Overlord Guild doesn't take too kindly to us. They don't like us too much. They don't, we're kind of a thorn in their side. I mean, it's hard to be a thorn in a side of the guild that's 27 billion might, but we are enough of a thorn in their side to accumulate some of these beautiful titles. Thrall, Clown, Scoundrel, and Coward. So what happened was, yesterday was War Wonders, or WoW, or whatever you want to call it. Me and my guild decided randomly, because it was about, I think, 3 a.m. in China. We decided randomly to attack a fort, World of Wonders. Well, I think in the end that's kind of what caused them to hit us, between that and the fact that I had 30 liters on me. And they were just kind of retaliating from everything else. But the reason why I bring this up is our guild had a trap, a solo trap, and a lot of you know what that is, some of you don't. Now, solo traps, they're great for, early game, when your kingdom's not open yet, when you don't have your top 100 in the kingdom over 250 million might. They're fun. They're in KVK. I mean, there are some good things to solo traps. However, you can't join rallies. You can't activate battle fear. You can't reinforce somebody that's being attacked. It doesn't work, and then that's just my opinion. Anyway, one of our solo traps was rallied last night. He lost, I believe, 10 million troops. He went from 72 million down to 43 million, 42 million. So I mean, as you can tell, that's a big might drop. That, I don't want to bash on him, because the player, I like him. He's a good player, and it just, he wanted to have some fun. Well, what happened was he won Labyrinth. Now, for some of you that don't know, Labyrinth is this little doohickey there. You use Holy Stars, which I don't have any of, and you can win pots. Well, like this guy won this, and you can win millions, thousands, depending on what how much you put into it. It is random. It's like playing the lottery. I mean, there's no real science behind it that I'm aware of. I could be wrong. There are some speculations that if you have Trickster in this lineup here, that your chances increase, or there's speculations that what you would use to monster hunt, for this instant, what I would use to monster hunt Frostwing would be Tracker, Demon Slayer, the Death Archer, you know, if you use them, you have a higher chance. I mean, it's all speculation. I don't think there's any evidence to back that up. However, you win that. Well, this gentleman won a certain amount. I don't know how much, but he spent it all on T1 troops for trap, which is fine. But last night he forgot to shield when he logged off and ended up losing every bit of his troops. So that being said, my recommendation, not as a professional because fuck, I've only been playing for, you know, a year, but my recommendation is do not waste Labyrinth gems on T1 troops to make a trap. If you're gonna do it, build research. That's the number one thing that I try to tell people all the time is research. You know, because research will get you a hell of a lot farther than troops. You know, Monster Hunt research. Monster Hunt's research is one of the biggest things that I would recommend to any new player that is deciding to play Lords Mobile. We're going to get into a little bit of that later on. Monster hunting gear. I have some monster hunting gear to open up, chests to open up. But research, because this, to get T4, it takes, without speed ups and stuff, I believe, like a total of, what they say, 25 years, maybe 20 years, something like that, without speed ups, without research gear, without, you know, any sort of assistance. It takes up to like 20 years total time, you know. So I mean, that's a lot of research, and it doesn't get any easier after that. You know, I'm looking at let's go into, oh, where are we here? Let's go into here, right? So I'm trying to get all this stuff done. Research for this, it's gonna take 27 days. I mean, that's about my average, is about 27 days, unless you get stuff low like this, where, I mean, 11 days. I mean, that's still quite ridiculous. Actually, one of my guildmates, Ty Deshar, I never know if I'm saying his name right, is upgrading his army offense too, and I believe after everything's said and done, it was 191 days for research. So I mean, the point that I'm trying to make is don't waste gems in general, not just from Labyrinth, from anything. Don't waste gems on troops, because troops come and go. For instance, let's show you some of these battle reports from yesterday. We went around and hit some people. Give me one sec here. Let me find them. No, I didn't get anything from him. Well, where are we here? Oh, so last time I was talking about finding people with millions and millions of resources in their castle. I had pointed out the Oscar guy that had a few 100 million resources in his castle, and I did get him yesterday. I found him unshielded, both accounts actually. So I ended up getting all that ore, all that wood, and then before that I got all the ore from his other castle. But yeah, so troops come and go. You know, that's pretty much the whole point of what I was trying to explain. I apparently cannot find any of the rally reports that I had. But we rallied a guy yesterday who had 900,000 T3 troops just chilling out. He had an anti-scout on. You know, he was a bigger guy. Generally, you know, are deterred from rallying someone that's 200 million might with full war gear. But that's the thing, is he wasn't in war gear, so that's why we went after him. He had 900,000 troops, but his infirmaries were full. When your infirmaries are full, guys, just shield until your infirmary is empty, because the damage is going to be catastrophic. He lost 900,000 T3 troops yesterday. Just done, dead, right here. This is the one that I'm talking about. This guy right here. That is not the right one. Yeah. Did I save it? No, I didn't. Anyway, yeah, so he lost 900,000 troops. Dead. They're never coming back. So don't waste gems on troops. Now, what you can do, like I said, is research. Or if you're not high enough to get Academy 25, your altar and your prison and your battle hall all need materials. These materials are not cheap. So let's see if we can find some of these materials here. Right here, war tomes. Okay, these you need for your battle hall. War tomes you need for battle hall. Pickaxes you need for your treasure trove, as it says, and then steel cuffs for prison. It costs about... Shit, I can't even remember the prices. It's been so long since I've had to build them. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, yeah, okay, it looks like, but this is only for one. Okay, so then that's for 2,000 of them. You need, I think it costs like 600k gems to upgrade all 3 of them. So I mean, that's a lot of gems, especially if you're a free-to-play player, which in my opinion you're getting screwed. But that's not the point. Yeah, so if you get gems, I'd say spend some on your battle hall and your pay buildings. Spend some on your research, but do not gem troops. If you happen to get speed ups for them, whatever, but don't gem them. So now back to what I wanted to originally do today. I wanted to talk about monster hunting. This is monster hunting gear for those of you that don't know. When you're monster hunting, and the reason why monster hunting is nice is because you can, when you kill stuff, you get free shit. I mean, it's simple. You just get free shit. You let your energy stock up during the day. If your guild, our guild, we have the, you kill 10 level 1s and 2s, so that way we can raise our guild gifts. Some guilds, it's you can only kill level 2s and 3s. Some guilds, it's, it just depends on what guild you're in. But if you want to help your guild, I recommend that you kill, generally I get about 2 full energies a day. So the first set, I'll go through and I'll level out a bunch of level 1s and 2s. The second set of energy, I will go through. Oh, that's a good one. Look at that. Hunter's Flame. That a purple and a blue. That's a really good pack. Good open. The second one, I'll go and I'll hit a level 4 monster, which has a higher drop rate of dropping rarer items, like relocators and gems and rare items from, the monster sets and so on and so forth. So hitting the level 4, like I said, it depends on your guild. I am very advocating. I advocate helping your guild a lot, because in the end, your guild will help you. If you support your guild, if you help your guild, if you donate to the guild bank, they will help you back. It's just, if they don't, then get out of that guild, because it's totally bogus for them to, for you to stick in all this time into your guild and they don't return it. My guild here, if you are dedicated to the guild, if you participate in Guild Fest, if you donate to the guild bank, if you monster hunt, if you socialize and chat, all these things, yeah, they seem little on a big scale of things, but those are what we look for in guildmates. Simple as that. If you can do that, if you can do all that, and you're in our guild, you'll fit in just fine. If you join rallies, if you help defend the hive, if you help attack people. Yesterday, set rally up once. I said what I was looking for troop count, and boom, rally was full. I mean, it doesn't happen every time, but it happens. You know, there are times that it happens, and that's what I like about ROP. This guild that I'm in is this well, now that I'm the R5 of, but this is my home guild. This is the second guild that I've ever been in, and I won't leave this guild. You know, this is my family. We've gotten compliments on how well we work together, on how well the guild is. So that's the kind of guild that you should be in. Anyway, back to opening some packs here. But first, we're actually gonna go look to see if I can. Oh, look at that! I can upgrade some of my equipment, which is great because now I can go up to gold on something. So by the looks of it, the only thing I'm going up on. Now I have options here. So okay, we look at this. I need. So yeah, I need one more Hunter's Flame for my gold plate, or I can go down to, where was it? This guy. Upgrade you. Monster Hunt damage boost and Monster Hunt max MP. For those of you that don't know, your max MP is your characters, your heroes, your, you know, whatever you want to call them, your character's special abilities. You know, like Black Crow has the rain of, pretty much called the volley of arrows, or whatever you want to call it. But the more starting MP you have, the closer you are to it being maxed, and the more damage you can do within the time frame that you're allotted to fight the monster. So, because I'm just, you know, I want to gold out some of these monster hunting items, I am going to start that, and then just let her tick away. The other thing too, unless you really absolutely need it, try not to speed up monster, you know, mega forging armor. Really, I mean, to me, I guess there's really no point, because it'll get done eventually, and I'm not in no rush to absolutely need it. So anyway, let's go open up some packs here. We got some Bon Appetit. Bon Appetit. I really need some glowing halos. So let's. Oh, there we go. That's good. I mean, not great, not great by any means, but it is a glowing halo. We got here common. The next one we didn't get diddly squat. Yeah, these are really hard to get. Late game, one of the best accessories you can have is called the chalice. The chalice costs, well, you need about, let me think here, what is it, like, you need 13 glowing halos. So you need 13 for each set, right? Each color that you want to get, you need 13 of them. So to get a full set of chalices, I believe costs around $10,000 US. And that is quite outrageous for that. I mean, I haven't bought any of that to upgrade it, so I'm just kind of relying on monster hunting and, you know, the occasional pack that I get. So it is quite expensive. Queen bee chests, I don't really need anything from. I don't really use queen bee equipment, but it doesn't hurt to open them in case I do need them. Mecha Trojan, I need the ancient blueprints for my farewell plate. Ooh, this is a decent one. You know, I got a blue one, a rare. Not the best, but it'll work. Yeah, see, I'm only getting commons. This one I need for my beast helm. Eventually, I want to build all the Saberfang equipment. This one I need bloodsucker. So bloodsucker, yeah. Eventually I want to build all the Saber equipment for their travel speed. The Saber Fang equipment has some pretty boss-ass travel speed. I believe, I don't think it's better than Champ. I don't know what Champ, I couldn't tell you. I don't know much about the Champion sets. Maybe someday if I can afford it, I will, get some Champ gear, but that's not really something that I'm banking on right now. So I see I didn't really do too hot in the packs this week. Oh well. So let's see what we got here. Did we get anything else to upgrade? I don't see. Alright, so yeah, this is my farewell plate. And I am a hop, skip, and a billion miles away from ever being able to upgrade that. I just upgraded this, the Beast Helm, and my Wyram Bone, whatever, the Wyram Helm. I just upgraded them last week, so it will be a while before I even get close to what I need for gold. So yeah, as far as monster hunting goes, and I'm going to speed it up so that way I have my monster hunting gear. Generally I don't do this, but for the sake of the video I am going to, so that way I have my monster hunting gear and I can show you what the difference is between hitting a monster with gear and hitting a monster without. So bear with me a minute here. Alright, so let's find a level 2. Alright, so level 2 Queen Bee. Now, every monster has a certain layout of troops that work best for it. Generally, you can kind of figure it out by going in here, looking at the this Queen Bees have high magic defense, okay? So anyone that's played video games in the past knows you never send a mage up against something with high magic defense. So from there, you go into here, you go in by your heroes, and you see what you got that doesn't have magic defense. Now I can tell you right now, Rose Knight, the big guy, Oathkeeper, they're all tanks. So I mean, unless you're hitting a level 4 or 5 that you need a tank, someone to take damage, don't ever use them for monster hunting. To go against Queen Bee, what we need is Tracker, and I'll show you why. Tracker has 2,200 attack. Demon Slayer, also a high attack, 2,300. Trickster, which I don't understand. I thought he would be more of a magic hero because, he's a trickster. However, he has a 2,600 attack. Trickster is a very, very, very essential free-to-play hero to get up to gold for not only monster hunting, but for Coliseum. He's really good. However, and I will explain this later on, Trickster has shoot, and I can't think of the name of them. Logistic abilities. Now, well, I might as well explain it now. Logistic abilities, such as Demon Slayer's here, which gives you the infantry, max HP. This only applies when you use this hero for battle, or when you have this hero as your leader. Okay. However, administrative abilities, like ones with research speed, and it says administrative on them, research speed, energy regen. Okay, this stuff, once you get it, it's there no matter what. It's there. Here, let me show you something quick. Okay, so we'll go into here, right? Let's find. What does he have? He had research speed. Okay, so let's look at our research speed. My research speed right now is 166%, roughly. Okay, so let's switch out Trickster and put Trickster in. This is what happens when you put Trickster in. A lot of people think that it affects it. Well, they are wrong. See, it's still at 166.25%. So that doesn't change at all. It has no bearing, no effect on it. I mean, it's pointless. You know, people that put Trickster on their wall, pointless. People that use Trickster in battle, in guild showdown, it's pointless. There is absolutely no point to using Trickster other than Coliseum and monster hunting. So that being said, let's get rid of this. Put on my Storm Fox again. That being said, you want heroes like Demon Slayer. It's got a high attack. Tracker's got high attack. Black Crow has high attack. Now, I will explain another reason why to use Black Crow, but yes, she has high attack, so let's go back into her and look at her hero abilities. A lot of times you want to watch this, okay? This is her arrow rain, the volley rain that I talked about before. It covers a wide area and it just shoots arrows from the sky. Fires an arrow at an enemy's weak spot, dealing damage that inflicts bleeding. This is not the one that I'm looking for. This one. Okay, so this fires an arrow. It's a piercing arrow. It fires an arrow at an enemy, reducing their defense by 420 for 5 seconds. That is amazing. It helps out a lot, especially with monster hunting. It drops the, and being that we're using physical attack heroes, she's a really good one to have in there. So anyway, I use Black Crow. Let's see, so that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I go all the way down here, and I believe the next highest one I have is my, ironically, Silver Chaos Dragon, at 2321. So, let's go here and hit this, with monster hunting gear, or no, we'll go without first, right? So let's hit this without monster hunting gear. See what kind of damage we're looking at. So right there we're looking at 16 points of damage. 16%, whatever you want to call it. Now with monster hunting gear, but I'm going to reset it, because if I swing at him again, I'll get a multiplier. Okay, so one hunt in a row. So I get a damage boost of 14%. Now I want to have a even playing field here, so I'm going to swing at this Grim Reaper here and reset my multiplier. Well, let me just demonstrate the speed alone. Okay, you saw how fast that was. Now let's put on my monster hunting gear, and this alone will show you like how important monster hunting gear is. So this is about 16 miles, right? This is 7 miles. So it took me about, 11 seconds to go 7 miles, right? And then once I put on my monster hunting gear, it took me 11 seconds to go about 16 miles. So you can see the difference in the speed alone right there, okay? So now that I reset that, let's take a swing at him and see what the damage is for full monster hunting gear. Almost gold. Yeah. So it went up to 22%. From 16 to 22 makes a difference. You may not think so, but it makes a difference. When you are hitting something for 22, now that I get the bonus multiplier, I'll hit it again, and I'll get, probably around, 25 maybe? $28, see? Now, if I had still had the 16 on there, or the no monster hunting gear, I would have only gotten 16, maybe 20, and then, and it would take more energy, and it would take, and that's the other thing, okay? So this costs just under 3,000 for me to hit with monster hunting gear, right? Without monster hunting gear, it costs 3,255. So, I mean, monster hunting gear, as you can see, is nothing but a benefit. That's all it is, it's benefit. So there is, if you are a pay-to-play hero, pay to win player, and you don't have monster hunting gear, you should be kicked, because monster hunting gear is probably the first thing that any pay to win hero player should have. It took me a while to know this, but now that I have it, I would never go back to not having it. Even my alt here, Hated Soul, has full monster hunting gear. I mean, it's not as good, but it still has full monster hunting gear, because of the fact of how much it affects what you do. So, well, now that I've shown you, give you a little tips and tricks here, educated you on the, best way that I feel is to use gems, open some packs with you, I think that's gonna wrap it up for today. Let's check to see what our spoils are. Level 2s aren't the best for dropping stuff, but they also aren't the worst. We didn't get any gems. Level 1s, you only get one thing, so I just need one resource, one something. So I only hit level 1s to benefit our guild in here, because we open 300, 400, 500. Hell, I think our highest is 800 gifts a day, from people just hitting level 1s and such. So anyway, I think that's going to be all for us today. If you liked what you saw, or you found the information was helpful in any manner, drop a like at the screen and hit the subscribe button. If you have any input or anything that you want us to cover, my friend Pinkie Pie, who is also in our guild and has been doing some YouTube videos, instructional videos, you can check her out. And I will leave once I figure out how, because I just started doing the YouTube thing. Once I figure out how, I'll leave a link in the description below to her YouTube. You can check her out. She's got an informational video about monster hunting, and a couple others. But yeah, if you have anything that you want to know about, leave a comment in the below, and we will get to it and check it out, and maybe post a video on it. All right, guys, you have a wonderful day. Stay safe, hide, shelter your leader, and do not spend gems on troops.